You all have this periodic table. So we just did that top space. We looked at the number of protons. That is your atomic number. So all of these boxes have a little number in the corner. That number of protons matches with that top corner number, okay? So our atom had 6 protons. So if you go over, number 6 here is carbon. So that's what you need to fill in that first that box. That element is carbon. Okay? So we're going to be using this periodic table a lot for the next couple weeks. So don't lose it, or if you do, make sure you get a new one from the table. Okay, we're going to come back to this in a minute, but let's finish the bottom part of this. Come on. Oops. All right. So the other thing in our video also talked about putting these atoms together. So when atoms combine, they make a molecule. So this is a vocab word here. A molecule is more than one atom combined, okay? So oxygen on its own is just an atom. 2 oxygens together make a molecule. They're both still oxygen. One is just by itself, and one has combined with another, okay? So atom is just one. A molecule is 2 or more atoms. Combined. That's what they've written there. Molecules are made up of 2 or more atoms. If 2 different atoms combine, so O2, 2 oxygens, is just a molecule of oxygen. But if I take oxygen and put it with hydrogen, that makes a compound. So anytime you've got different atoms together, different atoms make a compound. So H2O is a compound. O2 is just a molecule. Compounds, when we're talking about atoms here, compounds are always made of 2 or more elements. The atoms are what we call our elements. All of the different boxes on your periodic table are the different elements. Okay? So over here, they've just given you a picture. This water molecule is a compound because we've got 2 hydrogens combined with a different element, oxygen. On the other hand, 2 oxygens together is just a molecule of oxygen. There needs to be different things to make a compound. Okay? So on the bottom here, this first box is just asking, is it a molecule or is it a compound? So for NaCl, compound, we've got sodium, the Na, combined with chlorine. What about Cl2? Molecule, that's just 2 chlorine. Why did I write more? Molecule. And then Na, another molecule. That's just 1. Oh, wait, no. If it's just one, what is it? An atom. And then they're asking you to use your periodic table. Find what Na stands for. Sodium. If you look on your Cl is chlorine. Yep. So Na was number 11, and right below the symbol is the word. And if you go over, chlorine is the 17.
Is there a way to code a periodic table to make it easier to find stuff?
Yes. We're going to talk more about it.
Very difficult.
I definitely put that in the wrong order. LOR. We'll talk about, like in the video they said these are periods. We'll talk about the different periods. Okay, any questions about the difference between molecules, compounds? Anything like that? Okay. On the back of this page is more about using the periodic table. This one is a little tiny bit different than the periodic table you have. Like they have the number underneath the word instead of in the corner, and the name at the top instead of below. But all of them will have these pieces. The biggest part that's easiest to see is the chemical symbol, 1 or 2 letters, depends. The number at the top of the box will be the atomic number, which also tells you the number of protons. So all the different numbers are telling you the different elements because they're different numbers of protons. On our page, the name is underneath the symbol, but it will tell you in an actual word what the name of it is. And then ours only has one number for the atomic mass. It's at the very bottom. These are in AMU, atomic mass units. Super creative. This one gives you these mass numbers. We'll talk more tomorrow about isotopes. Our periodic table that I passed out doesn't have these numbers on there. But sometimes an element will have, or an atom will have, like the same number of protons, but different neutrons. Don't they just have one? No, I just mean one mass number. So like if you look at silver, Ag on our table, where is it? 47. It just has that 107.87. It doesn't have the.
Isotope was a type of fish.
Nope.
Fish.
An isotope is
Like
about
a
an
shrimp.
atom.
Like a shrimp.
I'm thinking isopod. No, so an isotope is an atom of an element. It's still going to have the same number of protons. Like silver will always have 47 protons. But sometimes it could have 60 neutrons, or sometimes it could have 62 neutrons. And that changes the mass, but it doesn't change the element. Okay, we're going to talk about that more tomorrow, so don't worry about it too much right now. But that vocab word is isotope. An atom of an element with a different number of neutrons.
I'm an isotope.
You're an isotope? Okay.
Wait, aren't
Are you? I don't know.
I? I have bone, blood.
No, you're a compound.
Oh.
Okay, this little box here does ask a question. How much mass would 2 atoms of silver have? So what number is the atomic mass of silver? Yeah, 107.87. But if there's 2 of them, what would you do? What did you do to find that number? Okay, 2 of those numbers. What do you get? 215.7?
Yeah.
74? Okay, so I have this little squiggle here because we rounded this. So this is approximately 215.74. And then we need our unit for these, this AMU, atomic mass unit. All right. Any questions so far? Okay, we're going to do a couple of the bottom part together. I'm going to try to put the periodic table up with these questions. So give me a second. Okay, so we've got our periodic table. We've got our worksheet. So we're just going to do one of each of these together so that you have examples. Whoops. The first one here says find the chemical symbol for each of these elements. So we're just going to do gold. So look through your table, find gold. Is it Ag? Silver is Ag. Anybody found gold yet? It's hurting your brain. Okay, I will give you a hint. This middle section is for the metals. Gold is a metal. So it's going to be in the middle. AU. Oh, there. Okay, so down here. Whoops, let's highlight it. This says gold. The symbol is the AU. Okay? And then we're just going to do one of each. Find the name of these elements. So Mg, they're giving us... Ooh. I have to clear it so I can move this thing around. You said magnesium. Oh, there it is. So magnesium here. Magnesium. All right. Darn it. I just needed to go a little further. All right. Then we need the atomic number for oxygen. It's 8. Yep. It's on the top box there. On our periodic table, those top left numbers are your atomic number. So there are 8 protons in an oxygen atom. All right, and then the last one, find the atomic mass for H. What does H stand for? Hydrogen. It's our very first element here. 1.008. Okay, questions? Everybody feel all right navigating the periodic table?
Oh, very good.
So go ahead, spend the rest. We got 10 minutes of class. just do the bottom section. There's some more looking at the periodic table and then some matching vocab. When you're done with those, please turn them into the basket.
Look at this.